Yo guys, what is up? Today I'm bringing you the Pokemon Auction League Week 4 against AS Monferno, coached by Alex OnesieBanette. Links to his shit will be down in the description below. He does other league stuff. He is in a PPL, but they're in their off season, so he joined the TBU. And he does music things. He does covers of music, popular music songs. So yeah, and he raps. I think he raps as well sometimes. Maybe. So check his shit down in the description down below. He's a cool dude, he's a fantastic guy, really funny. So yeah, first of all we are gonna start off by covering his team, the monsters he could potentially bring, and the monsters that I have brought will follow that up. His team consists of Executor, Tornadus Incarnate, Lickilicky, Ditto, Skuntank, Infernape, Luminion, Spiritomb, Greninja, which is a Torn variant, OnesieBanette, and Deoxys Speed. He does have a few threats, mainly Deoxys Speed and Infernape, but other than that, his team is kind of bad. Obviously, the Pokemon Auction League is the way we draft is different from the regular draft. That's probably why his team isn't as good as usually you see in draft formats. Because he joined later on in the draft because I think he overslept, like he had a party the day before and he overslept, so he joined in later, and basically everything that other people didn't want because their rosters were either filled up more or they just didn't want it on that team, he picked up for like very cheap prices. Like Executor for example was probably like 3 points, or Tornadus I probably like 4 points because yeah, people didn't want them and he just took them for very cheap. And later on he realized that yeah, he basically went a little bit too fast with the pickings, and his team kind of looked pretty bad. Like synergy wise, his team synergy is like this awful, I want to say. Obviously not meant offensively or like insulting or whatever, but I think his team synergy is pretty bad. Also his offensive and defensive synergies are kind of bad as well. He only has two Stealth Rockers, being Infernape and Deoxys, which both want to have different roles. He has a very cool OnesieBanette. Personally, I really want to try OnesieBanette for at least for a season. It does have its flaws, and I think OnesieBanette, to use that well, you need a very strong team to go with OnesieBanette. And I don't think that Alex has that team. So I think Alex himself basically struggles with this team. Using it in the previous weeks as well. I don't remember his games because he hasn't uploaded them. I have watched the replays, but I don't remember them. So I think he will either go for a very offensive route to hope to put pressure on me, or he'll go for some kind of just for fun and like don't put a lot of effort into it. And well, that's of course not put a lot of effort into it is quotation marks, because I didn't put a lot of effort into my team. I built my team in 25 minutes. But I'm pretty happy with the result. I think that's more than capable of taking on my opposition. First of all, I decided to go ahead and use a Scarf Tyrantrum. For a minute I wanted to go with the Rock Colors variant, but then he has Ditto, and yeah, I figured that Scarf would be the best set because it would be a fantastic revenge killer for his team. Also, he doesn't have any head smash switch-ins. He doesn't have a ground type, and his only fighting type is Infernape, which takes neutral damage from it, so it just doesn't have any switch-ins whatsoever. Outrage, also he lacks switch-ins too because he has no fairy type. He also doesn't have a steel type, so two fantastic coverage moves right there that will guarantee me to KO, at least to revenge kill a certain monster team. The only thing that I don't think I can build a revenge kill as comfortably is a Deoxys Speed, because that will outspeed me, and an Infernape, depending on what set he is. If it's like a Nasty Blood's Vacuum Wave, then I won't survive a Vacuum Wave. So yeah, Infernape is kind of a problem. Deoxys Speed is, depending on set, of course, a problem as well. Likely that one of the two is going to be a Stealth Rocker, because those are again his only Stealth Rockers on the team, or his only hazard setups in general. But yeah, so Scarf Tyrantrum basically deals with everything on his team. If he brings Ditto, then I will Speed Tie at best. Like, that's going to be a situation if necessary, because like, who knows, maybe that will not happen. The Tornadus I will revenge kill it. His defensive mons don't like switching into a head smash because Lickilicky is defensive, then it will still do a KO, and Maybe it's not probably fully physical defensive, it won't, but then again, Licky is not something that I have trouble switching into. But basically, Tyrantrum is really good against the team. As long as I don't miss, as long as I don't get like bomb fucked in the ass, then I should be able to just put a lot of pressure on the team with a Scarf Tyrantrum. Next up is an Arcanine. This is a defensive one. The spread is basically just I throw Eevees around and try to make it basically balanced, because this is my infinite check. I can switch into the infinite depending on what set he is. If it's Geoscorp, it's also kind of likely because Geoscorp, Rhyquinn, so they are pretty centralizing. So if he's Geoscorp, then I can switch in Arcanine and guarantee it any day of the week. If he is in fact a Sword Stance or a Nasty Plot set, then this will be a little bit more problematic. But this will probably still be my initial switch in, unless I think that it's not necessary to switch in to sack something, basically, maybe. My whole team is basically not set up for infinite, so that's a cool thing. Everything can touch it and everything will potentially kill it if he makes the wrong prediction. Which is kind of nice, which kind of makes the job for Arcanine a lot easier. Next up is Crocodile, but the moveset should be self-explanatory. Yeah, if he brings some more defensive infinite, then I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but then I have different stuffs on my team that will deal with that, so yeah. That's some random thought that just popped into my mind. Next up is Crocodile. Crocodile is a lifer Crocodile because I don't think I need to be Scarf for this match, as I do already have Scarf Tyrantrum anyway. And Scarf Crocodile does not speed anything that Scarf Tyrantrum doesn't. A Carry Taunt, because Taunt is the best move in the game. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, then let me know as well. I know that you will probably say Scald is the best move in the game or Knockoff, but it's definitely Taunt. And because of the Taunt, I might be able to use something as setup for example, for the rest of the team, or maybe just to put some pressure or force a switch or whatever. And that's why Taunt is fantastic. I don't think it really helps me beating something 1v1, but maybe I can prevent them from doing shenanigans with like Skuntank, I guess defogging, stopping, and I have the EQ, but if he's like Sugar yeah, the more defensive mons I can beat it with Crocodile, and yeah. The EQ and Knockoff are there because they're stabs. The Pursuit is there to Pursuit trap something, and there's one reason for Pursuit specifically, and that's the Ditto. And I will go into that strategy in the following mon, because, by the way, this outspeeds Skuntank, I believe. Because Thunderous is a mono electric attacking Thunderous with T-Wave, because T-Wave is a really nice free inflip in case he is Choicecraft, in case he is what's it called? A Nasty Plot set, for example. T-Wave is fantastic to just make sure that I can beat the Infinite. Also for the Deoxys speed, of course, because that's really annoying. And maybe Scorpius that will speed Tyrantrum, I don't know. Probably has something that can do that. So yeah, T-Wave is really fantastic for that. Also, if I get a Nasty Plot up, I can just sweep the team, because his only electric resist is Executor. He doesn't have any immunities or anything, so the Nasty Plot Volt with T-Bolt, T-Wave is a fantastic moveset, I think. For my opposing team, sorry, I was interrupted slightly, the door went open. But it's a fantastic moveset for my opponent's team, because like I said, T-Wave is there just to be annoying. Nasty Plot puts a lot of pressure on his team. I can just Volt Switch around, making him believe that I'm not a Nasty Plot set. So yeah, everything can just come into play very nicely, I think, with the Thunderous, which is fantastic. This is mono attacking for one more reason, because I could have obviously been Hidden Power Flying to hit the Executor, and also doesn't have any resistance to Flying Electric and those that combination. But I wanted to be mono Electric, because if his Ditto comes in trying to copy my Nasty Plot, or just comes in being the Electric switch in, because he might not bring Executor. Understandably, because it's not the fantastic mono on his team, and like Jirachi should wall it. I have Core guys which can do a lot, Arcanine. So yeah, it might not be brought to the game, and that could mean that Ditto would be a switch in, or Ditto would try to copy me if I kill something on his team. And if that's the case, then I can easily go into Crocodile and re-unskill it with like a Pursuit, because it will be trapped, of course. And yeah, that's basically the strategy behind Thunderous and Crocodile. Because I don't want to be hit up by a +2 Hidden Power Flying with a Crocodile. That's not fun. So that's hopefully that's gonna work. We'll see. It could, I guess, it could bite me in the ass-ish. I don't really see Executor being a huge problem though. Next up is Jirachi. I'm a little bit more bulky than Jirachi. I was 252 at first, but in case the strategy doesn't work out, this is my Executor switch in together with Orkana and together with the Gourgeist. So I wanted a little bit extra bulk. The moveset is pretty self-explanatory. Stealth Rocks for the rocks, D-Wave for slowing things down because that's really nice against his team if he goes offensive, which I think he will have to do, like I explained previously. Iron Head is there for flinch, Zenhabit is there for flinch, and Zenhabit hits the Infernape, which, like I said, is a big problem to my team. And I don't want to rely on Iron Head flinching into that. I would much prefer having Zenhabit and guarantee the KO on Infernape, because Infernape is the threat, and that's the only thing that I'm really afraid of, I guess, on his team that can potentially pull through. I think everything else is basically very easily checked by the mods I have. So if I play correctly, if I don't play like a fucking idiot, then I should be fine. Maybe Hex might evolve, but hopefully not. I prefer Hexless games. Last but not least, it is a Bandgeist, the Gourgeist. This is called Bandgeist because it was banded at first, and I wanted to import the set into the Pokemon calculator. And I didn't change anything back, so it's Bandgeist. So yeah, it's life orbed, just if you didn't know. But Shadow Sneak, Seed Bomb, Explosion, Destiny Bonds. Shadow Sneak is there for the priority sake, for the revenge and the Infinite, for example. Deoxys, Mega Bayonet. I had speed Mega Bayonet with this moveset. The Seed Bomb is there for the Luminion. It does have probably some other things that are weak to grass. Let's see, he does have Guru Ninja, which is like Saturn, so he cannot change to an ice type, for example, or a dark type. Yeah, basically Gourgeist does a lot of damage to his team. I have Explosion and Destiny Bomb because I want to go out on my own terms. Explosion and Destiny Bomb are there just to break through his team, and Gourgeist isn't huge. It's kind of nice with the priority and shit, but it isn't huge, so I think I can just go for an Explosion and kill something that's critical on his team. Hopefully that's kind of the plan. So yeah, that's the team. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the team, and we'll go for the replay in a bit. Yo guys, I am back with the replay versus OnesieBanette, coach of the AS Monferno. Cool channel, cool dude. Check his links down in the description below to his YouTube and to his Twitter. Also my Twitter will be in there, and also for the Pokemon Auction League and all the other dudes. So make sure to hit the description up that I will leave. That obviously will be below the video, and yeah, guess we'll just go into the game. The team he actually brought was kind of unexpected, I want to say. He brought Deoxys Speed, which I did expect, Executor, which was not unlikely because Electric Resist, Greninja, Mega Bayonet, Ditto, and Luminion. Luminion is not something I expected at all. I really expected him to bring Infinite because that was the only really foreseeable threat that I did. Yeah. Right now the biggest concern is basically Deoxys Speed, because I'm not really sure what it's gonna do. It might be Stealth Rock, because that's again, yeah, I guess he gets spikes on Greninja, but Stealth Rock would be kind of a fair, logical Deoxys set. But it could be a wall breaker. I'm not really sure what Deoxys is gonna do, but yeah, I guess we'll just go into the game. I'm gonna lead off with my Thundurus because he doesn't have the best electric immunity or resist. Resist his Executor, and I don't think he will lead off with that because Crocodile, like basically everything on my team beats Executor except for the Thundurus. So it's, unless he predicts my Thundurus to lead off, he's gonna have a different lead, and yeah, I predicted him to lead off with the Deoxys Speed to get Stealth Rocks up. So I wanted to T-Wave that as quickly as possible, or just full switch out in it, depending on what I wanted to do. But he brings in the Luminion as a turn 1, and that's not good for him because I could just full switch out. He brings in Ditto as his resist, which is fantastic because the plan goes into work. The plan goes into motion right here, and I bring in Crocodile, and he now knows that he's fucked because I don't have any moves that can hit a Crocodile. I am fully electric, mono electric with Nest Blood, T-Wave, full switch, and T-Bolt. So he's fucked, he has to switch, and I can Pursuit Trap him, so that's gone. Ditto is gone. Ditto could be a threat depending on how I played it, but it's gone in turn 2, so that's fantastic, obviously fantastic. Here I go for the EQ on the Luminion because I'm not really sure what it's gonna do, but I predicted to go for a U-turn right there, expecting me to switch out. But I don't switch out, and he actually goes for the Tailwind, so it doesn't really work out for me. I guess I got damage off on him, that's nice. But right here I figured that he obviously he predicted me to switch previously, and I stayed in, so the safest play was going for the switch this time, expecting just the Ice Beam or the Scald. And Ben guess was the best mon in my opinion to switch into. So he goes for a U-turn there, predicting me to switch out, so good play on his end, and I switch into a Gourgeist, and he brings in the Mega Banette. And he's protected Mega Banette, so he gets the thingy, the Mega Evolution off very safely. And I figured that okay, my best play is not staying in because I cannot even KO him from that range where he's at. He's at full, I cannot KO from full with the Shadow Sneak, so I will go into Orcanine because it's my counter. It's the safest switch in, and Orcanine is kind of expendable since he doesn't have Infinite, and he doesn't have a lot of things that Orcanine would be able to wall, or was meant to wall. So I go for the Orcanine switch, Knockoff does absolutely jack shit, still went Peters out, and he goes for the Metronome on the following turn, so yeah, as you can see he goes for the Metronome and he gets Lunar Dance, so I'm not really sure what happened. He called in the chat, he was like, memes, 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 and then he went for the Metronome and he Lunar Dance, so yeah, I was kind of flabbergasted at that point, but that was really funny. Didn't really work out for him because I just killed the Mega Banette, and not that it was gonna be crucial for him, but it could have done something, I guess. He goes into the Deoxys speed on the following turn after the Metronome Lunar Dance just to set up, and I really expect him to be a Focus Sash, which is why I stayed in, because I wanted to bring him down the Focus Sash, or I wanted him to kill me. Don't think it was possible to kill me depending on what set he is. I don't think any set could have killed me. But yeah, because of extreme speed and shit, I would have been able to deal with it, but he's not Focus Sash, he just tries to set up, predicting me to switch out. But since Orcanine is kind of expendable for me right now, I just stay in, obviously, and do not allow him to get a free setup on me. And luckily for me, I kill off the Deoxys after he tries to go for a Nasty Plot. He brings in Greninja, and again, Orcanine is kind of expendable, so I don't really need to predict. If he wants to go for a U-turn, he goes for a U-turn, I can just go for another Flare Blitz or the E-Speed or whatever I want to go for. But he doesn't, he obviously kills me off, and I have a very safe switch into Thundurus again. Because Thundurus is the Yahtzee Berry, the Hidden Power Ice is not gonna, the Ice Whip is not gonna KO me, and I can just Volt Switch out again. Since he's Torrent not, what's it called, XY Greninja, that's not allowed, he cannot go for Spikes and just do something along those lines to play the mind games. Of course he knows my moveset because Ditto, but yeah. Volt Switch out, going to Crocodile, expecting to be Colbur Berry, but it was still my best bet just to go for a knockoff. But he isn't Colbur Berry, and I can actually KO him as he's the Pattaya Berry. He was the Pattaya Berry for Thundurus, I believe. I'm not really sure what Pattaya Berry does actually, but he was obviously Harvest Pattaya Berry, and yeah, I guess I'll look up what Pattaya Berry does in a bit. He revealed that he was Sub-Infestation, so I'm not really sure what he does with that set, but we'll see. Crocodile is now expendable as well, because my way to win is obviously with the Thundurus. I can just spam T-Ball twice and win. No need to just play for the 5-0, that's not necessary at all. I can go for the Thundurus right here and can just KO this Greninja. Now, his record so far is a 3-0 win, a 3-0 loss, and a 3-0 loss. And he really requested me to kill him off with a Gourgeist just for his sake. And I figured to just put another 3-0 on his record, I would in fact go for the Gourgeist and kill him off with Gourgeist instead of just killing him with Thundurus right here. Obviously that can affect my, it does infect my differential a little bit. After I KO this Lumineon, I'm still at first, but I'm only one differential point ahead of my Dulcie, Geobrodude. So we're kind of close together. I'm facing him week 6, but yeah, for the memes, I had to go for the Explosion right here and kill off the Lumineon that way. So it's a 3-0 victory, but could have been a 4-0 of course, but it's a 3-0 victory against OnesieBanette and the AS Monferno. Pretty happy with how I played this game. I don't think I made any misplays. I had the team matchup massively. I don't think he stood up much of a chance, and especially since he didn't have Infernape, I really doubt that he would have been able to win, even if I choked away something, and yeah. But yeah, good game to AS Monferno's coach Alex. Links again will be down in the description below to his channel, and yeah, that's about it. So let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the team, and let me know what you thought of the how I played the game, and let me know if you're hyped for my next week's opponents, which I'm not quite sure who that is. I think I'm playing Oh, that's a good question. Damn it. Let's see who I've not played yet. I have not played Ruby yet. That's my week 7. Dulcie is week 6. God damn it. So who's left? Oh, Jack. I'm playing Electric Storm 252. Jack. Also cool. So yeah. Next week, maybe in 2 weeks. That depends on that. If you're interested in any other league content than the Pokemon Auction League, then check out my GPC content. I'm currently in the playoffs, and that will go up later this week. So if you're hyped for the GPC playoffs, then obviously subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I will bring back the 3rd championship right there. But for now, thanks for watching this week 4 game, and see you in a future upload.